Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, like, subscribe, I know you wanna. So Eugenia Cooney has been making the headlines again for her declining health, but what's very strange recently is that she disappeared online and people are like, what's happened to Eugenia? But she ended up coming out with an Instagram story reassuring her fans that she was okay. She needed some time to deal with whatever it was that was going on, which kind of ended up worrying people a bit more. But here's the Instagram story right here. Just wanted to say I'm really sorry I haven't been around much. This has been one of the hardest, most painful weeks my family and I have ever been through. I'm so grateful to anyone who's been patient with me. I'll be back soon. Just trying to take everything one step at a time. Love you guys. So this kind of made people a bit more concerned because they didn't really give an answer to exactly what's going on. So people assumed it's to do with her health. People were thinking she had a health scare, maybe was hospitalized and that's why she hasn't been around. But not long after posting her Instagram story, she ended up making a TikTok. And in that TikTok, she announced that her dog had passed away and that was the reason for her absence. So I'm gonna play the clip right here for you guys. So all of that was going on TikTok. People were very, very concerned about Eugenia, which is going to happen all the time because, as we all know, Eugenia's health is really, really poor at the moment. Well, it has been for years, but recently it's gotten even worse, it seems like. And another thing that people have been talking about in regards to Eugenia Cooney is that people have been struggling to find her TikTok. And some people have noticed that their subscriptions, which I assume are to her live streams and stuff like that, have been disappearing, which is what TikTok does when it like bans an account. But the thing is, you can still find Eugenia Cooney's TikTok account, but it does seem a bit harder to find, which makes a lot of people think, as well as myself, that I think maybe TikTok is restricting her account or is starting to restrict her account. It will be interesting to see if her views and perhaps her engagement on her live streams take a hit as well. That will also indicate that TikTok has taken action against her account and restricting her content. Now, Eugenia Cooney's account does get mass reported on the daily for promoting unhealthy behavior and potentially being triggering to people with eating issues. Perhaps TikTok has listened to all of these mass reportings and is finally doing something about it now. I'm surprised, to be fair, that it's taken TikTok this long, considering she has been having loads of health issues on TikTok lives for everyone to see, which has been leading people to be even more concerned about Eugenia recently. There was a moment where she almost vomited recently that I cannot share on YouTube because YouTube will restrict my video. I learned that one the hard way. There's also one recently where she had some visible spasms. I will play the clip for you guys right here.
But thank you so much for your first gift ever with the rose. That is really so sweet, and I always think it's so nice and acknowledge all you guys the best that I can. So of course. Oh my gosh, hi Suki. Hi. Oh my gosh, Suki with the heartbeat today. Thank you, Suki. How are you today? And yeah, if anyone is, welcome in. Well, welcome in anyone coming from the For You page today, you guys. Say hi in the chat. Hello, how are you guys today? Where's everybody from in the chat today? Let me know. Hi, Elena. Hello. Man, thank you so much with all the roses.
So she is having episodes on her live streams for everyone to see, and I'm surprised TikTok has not noticed how bad it is and didn't restrict her content sooner. I couldn't help but think if she was banned off TikTok that maybe that would help push her to focus on getting better perhaps, but I think it's clear she does not want to get better at this point. Also, the whole situation may be darker than what we think. There may be other forces at play keeping her unhealthy. We don't fully know, but there are a lot of conspiracies and theories out there as to exactly what may be going on with Eugenia Cooney behind the scenes. A big one is her family's involvement and their blatant ignorance they show from what we have seen. She still lives at home with her mum, and Eugenia Cooney is in her 30s now, which I know a lot of people bash that. I mean, it's not like the craziest thing in the world because a lot of people, it's very hard out here for people these days, you know, like Gen Z, young millennials, to make decent income and be able to rent and afford a property. Like, it is a lot harder out here today, so you are getting people in their 20s, early 30s living with their parents still for a lot longer than usual, sometimes the best option for some people. So it's not unheard of, but obviously we know Eugenia Cooney makes a lot of money from TikTok and she's a big influencer, so she's got money to easily be able to afford her own place somewhere. But I understand from a health perspective, because Eugenia Cooney's health is in such a bad place at the moment, that she would have to probably live with someone to keep an eye on her and maybe even get some assistance now and then. It was rumored that Eugenia Cooney may even be wearing diapers and stuff, but when Eugenia Cooney was questioned on this, she was visibly very upset, so I think it was very triggering to her, and we don't know if that is because that is what's actually going on, and that's why she got so defensive. Here's Eugenia Cooney getting very upset about being asked if she was wearing a diaper or not.
Don't flash if you don't want people talking about your diaper. not wearing a diaper. You guys are so annoying. I don't know why I'm so annoyed with you guys, but you guys are so annoying. Like, seriously, I'm not wearing a diaper. Shut up. You guys are so stupid, like, seriously. So dumb. Literally the stupidest thing ever. Like, you guys are so stupid. I'm not wearing a diaper. Everyone's saying that though. This is like the stupidest rumor. I don't know why I'm crying about this. This is like literally stupid. Like, just leave me alone.
So as you can see, her health is probably worse than we even think if she is wearing diapers. Now, a lot of people do pick up on that Eugenia and her mum do have like a weird relationship.
Roll call, well, babe. Just tell us what you guys want to see. Thank you to my mom. Sorry for touching you by accident.
Oh, you can
Yeah, but thank you, Mom, for being in the video.
Best.
She's the best.
You're a good person. Love you very much.
You're a good person too. Love
Okay.
you, Mom.
We think her mum is very, very controlling of Eugenia, which, to be honest, a lot of people who struggle with eating issues do have a very, very like controlling parent or some guardian or someone in their life who's very, very controlling. Not everyone who has a very controlling parent or something like that, but it is something that does happen. So it's not very far-fetched for people to have that theory. Some people think that maybe the mum is keeping Eugenia trapped at the house and is leeching off Eugenia Cooney's money. I'm gonna play a TikTok right here of someone talking about it.
Is it just me, or does it seem like there's more going on with Eugenia Cooney than the obvious? Because has anybody else questioned the fact that she's in her 30s and still lives with her mother and has never been in any kind of a relationship that we know of? She doesn't seem to live any kind of real adult life. It seems very childlike, and then she's on live all the time, constantly, and I know that she makes a lot of money doing this, so I can't help but question, is her mother benefiting too much from this to get her help? And I hate to say that, I know it sounds awful, but there is a live recording of Eugenia trying to leave her house, and her mother won't let her even walk outside of her own house. So it seems like there's an aspect of control there. Has anybody looked into Eugenia's mother? Does anybody know what that dynamic is truly like? Because it doesn't seem healthy. I'm sorry, I know she's been struggling with a condition for over a decade, and that's very serious, and I feel terrible for her, but I feel like there's more going on. I think we all know that the live streaming is not healthy for Eugenia. I think we all know that content creation is not healthy for her, and I just can't imagine, as a mother myself, watching this happen for over a decade and doing nothing to stop it. And maybe she can't, okay? If Eugenia really doesn't want help, she has to want help to get help. But I don't know. I think something else is going on.
So what do we all think? I mean, it's a very sad case. Eugenia Cooney doesn't seem to be getting any better, but I do feel like she doesn't want to at this point. And who knows why? There's probably loads of other factors going on as to what's keeping her sick. But all we can do is hope and pray that she does get better and seeks help at some point. But what do we think in regards to Eugenia being restricted on TikTok? Do you think she is becoming restricted now? Do you guys find her content harder to find? What do you actually think is going on with Eugenia Cooney's personal life? What do you actually think is going on with Eugenia Cooney's personal life? Let me know down below. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinions. Let's have a kiki, let's have a chit chat. And that's it for this video, guys. So like and subscribe to my channel for more of me. I know you want to, baby. Hit the bell notification to be notified and pop up on your screen with a new video. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.